10 Interesting Facts About Ethiopia. Ethiopia is an ancient country whose unique cultural heritage, rich history, and remarkable biodiversity attracts many, and makes it one of the most beautiful countries in Africa. Compelling antiquities, beautiful mountains, spectacular volcanic landscapes, and a wealth of mammals and birds found nowhere else in the world. There's plenty to see in this East African nation. Known as the Land of Origins, Ethiopia is an East African nation that shares borders with Eritrea and Djibouti to the north, Somalia to the east, Kenya to the south, South Sudan to the west, and Sudan to the northwest. With a population of over 110 million people, Ethiopia is the second most populous nation in Africa after Nigeria, and the 12th most populous nation in the world. Its capital Addis Ababa is one of the most important cities in Africa, and it is also considered as Africa's political capital due to the presence of many African organizations in the city. A multicultural society, Ethiopia is home to over 80 ethnic groups with different culture, traditions, and of course a rich history. There are many interesting facts about Ethiopia, and in this video, we are going to look at the 10 most interesting facts about Ethiopia. Please do not forget to like and sharing this video with your friends and family. Number 1. Ethiopia, the only country that defeated colonialism. Ethiopia is the only country in Africa that successfully defeated colonialists during the scramble for Africa in the 19th century, and it is one of the only two countries in Africa, the other being Liberia, that were never colonized. Ethiopia has never been colonized by a European country throughout its history, as it successfully defeated all the invading forces. Apart from that, Ethiopia is also the first African nation to join the League of Nations, an intergovernmental organization which was formed in 1920 after the First World War, later replaced by the United Nations. Number 2. One of the oldest nations in the world. Ethiopia is the oldest independent country in Africa, and one of the world's oldest. As a country, Ethiopia has its origin in about 980 BC, when one of the first kingdoms, known as the Mount, rose to power. Ethiopia comprises of more than 80 ethnic groups, and as many languages. This country has long been an intersection between the civilizations of North Africa, the Middle East and the rest of Africa. Due to this fact, Ethiopia is often referred to as the cradle of civilization. With its rich culture and history, multi-ethnic and multifaceted society where the art of hospitality is alive and well, Ethiopia attracts millions of tourists each year. Number 3. Ethiopia is synonymous with coffee. Coffee was first discovered by the goat herder Kaldi in the Kaffa region in Ethiopia. Today Ethiopia is the 5th largest producer of coffee in the world, and Africa's top producer. The Ethiopian coffee is widely considered as the best coffee in Africa, and most people who have tasted it admit that they cannot start a day without having one. Ethiopians themselves developed several ritualized and ceremonious ways to make and drink coffee. Number 4. One of the oldest Christian nations in the world. While Christianity was mostly introduced in Africa between 15th and 19th century, and predominantly during the colonial era, this is not the case in Ethiopia, as Christianity existed in the country as early as the 4th century. It was around 330 AD, when the apostle of Ethiopia Frumentius converted the Aksumite king Ezana, whom made Christianity the empire's official religion, making Ethiopia one of the earliest nations in the world to practice Christianity. Today Ethiopians predominantly practice Christianity, with Christians making up to 61% of the total population, 43% of them being Ethiopian Orthodox, while 18% are Protestants. Besides that, Ethiopia is also one of the few countries in Africa that are mentioned in the Bible and the Holy Quran, and also houses antiquities that help in defining the history and events that are taught in these religions, including the Ethiopian Bible, which is the oldest Bible in the world. Number 5. Ethiopia, home to one of the most beautiful women in Africa. The ladies of Ethiopia charm foreign men with their rare beauty. They are considered by many as the most beautiful women in Africa. These women differ from girls from other countries by their personal features. They are independent, hardworking, and strong. Ethiopian women are religious and modest. These peculiarities are perfectly combined with the adorable appearance of girls from Ethiopia. Most Ethiopian women have high cheekbones, dark hair, big eyes, plump lips, and silky skin, while their hair can be either straight or curly. Their attitude towards their families, kids, and husbands makes them a perfect choice for marriage. For decades, Ethiopian ladies have been topping the list of the most beautiful women in Africa. Number 6, Ethiopia, the cradle of humankind. Lucy is perhaps the most famous of all Ethiopia's residents. This is the common name given to a fossilized skeleton of a female of the hominin species Australopithecus afarensis, that was discovered in 1974 by paleoanthropologist Donald Johanson of the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, at Hadar, a site in the Awash Valley. The assembled part of the skeleton is also known by its Amharic name Dinkanesh, which means you are marvelous, and dates back about 3.2 million years, making it the oldest skull of the humankind. The Lucy skeleton is preserved at the National Museum of Ethiopia in Addis Ababa, and thousands of people from all over the world visit the museum each year to get a close-up view of the oldest skull of the humankind. Number 7, Ethiopia uses unique calendar to define dates. While most countries in the world use the Gregorian calendar, this is not the case in Ethiopia, as the country uses its own unique calendar. Ethiopia's unique calendar has 13 months, with the 13th month having 5 days and 6 in a leap year, while the new year is being celebrated on 11th of September. The calendar is influenced by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Along with the calendar, time is also counted differently in Ethiopia. For instance, 6 o'clock is said to be 12 o'clock, while 7 a.m. is 1 o'clock. This way of telling time is however also common in other East African countries like Tanzania, and several Swahili-speaking communities in East and Central Africa. Number 8, the richest country in Africa in terms of livestock. Agriculture is the backbone of most African economies, and it's Ethiopia which holds the biggest potential, thanks to its vast arable land and a big number of livestock. Ethiopia has the largest number of livestock more than any other country in Africa. According to the latest livestock census stats, Ethiopia's livestock, which includes cows, sheep, goats, horses and mules, camels and poultry, is close to 100 million, which is the highest in Africa. Ethiopia's number of cattle alone is over 60.4 million, nearly 2 times than the second-place Tanzania with over 34 million cattle. Apart from that, Ethiopia is also known for producing the best leather products in Africa, and its products are in high demand globally. Number 9, Ethiopia, the symbol of Africa's sovereignty and pride. Thanks to its rich history which dates back many centuries ago, its great leaders, diversity, and its active participation in many Pan-African movements, Ethiopia is one of the most respected countries in Africa, and often regarded as the symbol of Africa's sovereignty and pride. Ethiopia has served as a symbol of African independence throughout the continent's colonial period, and was a founder member of the United Nations and the African base for many international organizations. Number 10, Ethiopia, home of the Ark of the Covenant. Aksum, in Ethiopia, is famous as a claimant to the final resting place of the Ark of the Covenant, the chest containing the 10 commandments God gave to Moses, and the standing obelisk, which is 75 feet, 23 meters, high. With windows and doors, it looks like the world's first skyscraper. Preserved secretly and intelligently by Ethiopia's Orthodox Church, it is believed the world's most valuable precious antiquity is in Ethiopia. Which, according to Jewish and Christian tradition, it describes the Ark of the Covenant as the physical manifestation of God's presence and supreme power. That's all that we have for today. Please do not forget to like and sharing this video with your friends and family, and to subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos about Africa.